Good morning, everyone. My name is Stella Glavić, and I'm a master's student at the Department of Biology in Osijek. Today, I will be presenting a research about diet composition of long-eared owls that I have worked on in the past 2 years with my colleague Mirta Ilić. Before I start, I would like to thank my Slovenian colleagues for this opportunity to be a part of the first edition of the Biological-Psychological Student Conference, and wish you all a good time at the conference. To begin with, some information about the city we come from and where the research was done. Osijek is the largest city in eastern Croatia, and it has the population of more than 100,000. It is also a river port, as it is located on the right bank of River Drava. On top of that, it is the greenest city in Croatia, with Kopački Rit in its vicinity. You can see how beautiful Kopački Rit is on the third and fourth picture. Located east of the center of Osijek is the Department of Biology, which is a part of the Josip Juraj Strossmayer University. The principal activities of our Department of Biology are education and research in the field of biology. The study and research area, just a second, I saw that you raised hand. I can see.
Yeah, sorry, we just had
anything.
Raised hand.
It's okay, I can continue. Can I continue?
Yes, you can.
Okay. The study and research area is situated in the city of Osijek. During 2 winters, the long-eared owls were wintering in 2 locations, city center and neighborhood named Sjenjak. Most common tree species on which these owls rest are silver birch, a Latin name Betula pendula. The long-eared owl Asio otus is a social bird that belongs to the family of typical owls, also known as Trigiformes. It is of a medium size and brownish in color with darker markings and the prominent ear tufts, which explain its name. On the IUCN Red List of Threatened Species, this owl is classified as least concern, and it has the same status on the Croatian Red List of Birds. It is a strictly protected breeding species in Croatia, which regularly roosts during winter in urban areas. In general, the long-eared owl feeds upon small mammals, mainly voles like Microtus arvalis, which you can see on top left, and mice like Mus musculus, but it can include other animals. Diversity of prey species in its diet depends on many factors, as habitat diversity on hunting ground and seasonal changes. The diet composition reflects small mammals fauna in surrounding areas of the city of Osijek during winter, and therefore making it a viable method for indirect analysis about the abundance and distribution of these small mammals. These are some of the small mammals that we have identified: Microtus arvalis from Microtidae family, top left, and Mus musculus, Apodemus agrarius, and Micromis minutus from Muridae family. In this picture, we can see a young owl with prey holding a dead rodent. Owls hunt mainly from late dusk over open areas like fields. And after swallowing a prey, like voles, mice, bats, moles, and sometimes even birds and frogs, and once the meat has been broken down, the digestible material moves into the owl's intestine, and the bones, fur, and feathers remain in the gizzard, where after several hours, owl pellet is produced. You can see pellets on the right. The diet of a wintering long-eared owl was studied during using the pellet analysis method and the determination of bone remains, which includes skulls, lower mandibles, and teeth. Pellets were collected from late November to early January for both seasons at 2 roosting places in Osijek. And roosting places include sites where long-eared owls are gathering and sleeping during the day during the winter time. Usually, roosting places are in urban areas like parks and trees. Furthermore, pellets were collected once every 2 weeks, and they were then stored and frozen at -20 degrees. Before the separation of bones and hairs, pellets were unfrozen at room temperature and then analyzed by using the dry technique. The identification of small mammals was done with a stereo microscope and determination keys for small mammals. For the results, a total of 362 pellets were collected during these 2 winters. Analyzed pellets contained 470 skeletal remains belonging to 6 different species of small mammals. The average number of prey per pellet was 1.3. Here you can see comparison of prey composition during first and second winter. The results show that the long-eared owl's prey are small mammals from 2 families, Microtidae family, voles, and Muridae family, mice, with species Microtus arvalis, known as common vole, one, and appearing at all sites on all of the dates, making up more than 64% of the determined species. Here you can see results of comparison between winters, but also between 2 locations, Center and Sjenjak. Microtus arvalis was the most numerous item of prey, and here is why. During fall, harvested fields without tall vegetation make Microtus arvalis even more accessible for owls. Furthermore, Microtus arvalis is less aggressive and much more slower than other small mammals from the Muridae family, mice. Also, members of Muridae family are active during the night. A smaller percentage of mice in the owl's diet is in agreement with other studies of feeding habits for these species. Mus musculus, known as house mouse, was the second most abundant prey in the diet with 12% share. And the abundance of the house mouse is followed by the Microtus agrestis, field vole, with a 9% share, and Apodemus agrarius, striped field mouse, with 7% share. The rarest species to be found are the Myodes glareolus, known as bank vole, and Micromis minutus, Eurasian harvest mouse. For the conclusion, this study confirmed the high percentage of small mammals of 100% in the diet. Prior studies also proved high percentage of small mammals, since birds are rarely prey of these owls. The Microtidae family represents a little bit less than 80% of the diet, with Microtus arvalis as dominant species in prey composition on both sides, city center and a neighborhood named Sjenjak. Microtus arvalis dominates on open habitats, which are also favorable for the long-eared owl. We can conclude that long-eared owl specializes in smaller mammals, such as voles, and among the Muridae family, Mus musculus was the most abundant as prey. And this data is expected since the study areas are located in highly populated and urbanized places, which are ideal for their development and growth, because households are great sources of food for mice. To conclude, Studies based on pellet analysis are interesting not only from the ornithological point of view, but they can also produce important information on the distribution and abundance of prey species. The result of this study confirmed the prevalence of Microtus arvalis, common vole, in diet of the wintering long-eared owl in the city of Osijek, as it was concluded in similar studies of the long-eared owl in eastern Croatia. Thank you for your attention.